Is this a giant order? Yes. Yes, it is. Am I going to complete this all in one day? No. No, I'm not. Am I about to do a huge and probably one of my largest embroidery orders with a single Ricoma head? Yes. How long is this gonna take me? We're about to find out. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit 5,000 subscribers. So if you can click that button below, I would appreciate it. So we have a massive order to accomplish in front of us. So as you just seen, basically I am probably working on one of my largest embroidery orders to date. And guys, I am so excited. Now I am gonna be working on my Ricoma Mt1501 with a single head. So what that basically means is I can only do one design and one product at a time. Now Ricoma does offer a double head. That is not what I have. Is it in my near future? Possibly. If anything, I probably just want a second embroidery machine. But right now, at this point in my career, we're sticking with the one. So yeah, we are about to find out how long this does take me. I have absolutely no earthly idea how long this is gonna be. Now I did let the client know that it is going to take a while, and they said that there was absolutely no rush on it. So I was like, whew, because you guys know how that is, right? I had that 30 vest order and it was done within like 36 hours or whatever that was again. I've had quite a few rushed orders, and this one I was like, no way am I taking it if it's a rush. So it's not, and I'm so thankful for that. So basically what we're gonna do is we are going to open the box and we're gonna go ahead and get everything organized so I can organize my mind. And we're just gonna, you know, pump these out as quickly as we can. But of course, you know, with pumping things out quickly, we need to make sure that we're doing our darnest and doing a very good job doing that. So what I wanna do is I wanna get everything organized. I wanna get my hoop master up on the table because we are gonna be doing only left chest logos. I believe each logo takes about 8 to 10 minutes, which isn't bad, but again, when you're working on a large order, and I believe, I at least know I ordered 180 shirts. Now, not all 180 is for strictly embroider. I do have a couple that will be heat press, and I did actually pick up one sweater for me because I have a project that I want to work on that I think you guys will be really excited about. So make sure you are subscribing to this channel because I just keep pumping out these videos, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying every single one that I am putting into it. So the first thing that we do need to work on is getting everything nice and organized. I'm actually not going to be working on that order nor that order because both of those are hats and those are not a priority. So that is completely fine. However, I do have another customer's order I have to work on. So while I'm working on this bad boy, I will be working on another order that I have to get out that I was supposed to get out last Monday, but that was on delay. And as you guys know, I recently changed my embroidery schedule. So typically I only embroider on Mondays, but today is actually Sunday because we need to work on this. So my goal today is to actually do about 4 hours of work, and it just hit 2 o'clock. It's 1:59 right now. So that puts me about 6 o'clock. And we're gonna see how much we can get done in the first 4 hours of this order. If you do not know, I actually do pick up my t-shirts from Sanmar. I can go ahead and link them down below if you guys want to check them out. I will be honest though, if you do not have an LLC or a business, look at me just flopping these knives around, then go to a different company because they are a little bit more pricey. But because I do have all that hooked up with them, I actually get these at a fairly reasonable cost, and that's why I go there. So if you don't have that when you are starting off your business, I think Jiffy Shirts is who I used to go to, and I've since went to Sanmar because like I said, I got the LLC and all that set up. Oh goodness, guys, this is so deep of just t-shirts. Oh my God. We have such a giant order ahead of us, so it doesn't matter. I gotta pull all these out anyways. We gotta organize them here. Okay, this is actually going to be my sweater. Oh, this is theirs. Okay, cool, cool, cool. This is more of theirs. This is all going to be, this is DTF. This is actually the order I will be working on the side. And then just more DTF, DTF. And of course, do keep your boxes because these are great ways to give these back to the customer rather than just handing them t-shirts. So I always keep the boxes, especially since it's such a big order. That's the first box. Oh boy. And the second box is same thing. More shirts. So we have two different colors we are working on. We are working on what is called the Royal t-shirt as well as just the plain black. Now I can go ahead and list these shirts below. These are perfect shirts for guys who work out in the field because these are the Sports Tech dry fit ones, and they do have like a little panel. I know you cannot see them. That's why I will go ahead and maybe throw up the image here. I'll link them below, but they do have a nice panel that kind of goes around the armpit area. And my construction guys absolutely love these shirts. So let's go ahead. And like I said, these are DTF. I'll throw those up there. Okay. Got all those. I think the rest. Okay, I have women's shirts as well. These are another Sport Tech one, but these are for the women where they just have like a V-neck and no buttons at all. So it's just V-neck with no buttons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start off with my girls' shirts first. I believe I actually have less girl shirts than I do guy shirts. I'm pretty sure on that. It does not matter what color, the logo is the same on the Royals and the black. And originally in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna separate the colors, I'm gonna organize them by size, but I really don't have to worry about that because no matter what image or what design, why can't I say it? No matter what shirt they're going on, the logo never changes. The only thing I want to do separating the guys from the girls is probably the position of my hoop master, but we are going to check that out in just a second. So like I said, I just have all the shirts here kind of just stacked up, no matter what size, what color, does not matter. And then of course I just have two full bags. So I'm just going to leave those in bags just to kind of keep everything a little organized, because as you just seen with that was not organized. I threw all the men's shirts in boxes again, and we need space for a hoop. So let's go ahead, bring that bad boy out, and let's get started. I've talked about this many times. I'm bringing out my little handy dandy book. My book is actually the one that has all my logos in it. And this is gonna tell me exactly what order I need to put the color in. And I also wanna make sure as well that I have the right color up on my machine. So let's find it. I thought it was like more up here. They're like one of my very, well, not my first, but here we go. Okay. Do we have anything on here? The answer is no. Okay. So with this, it's just honestly blue and white. That is what we're doing. Blue and white. And my blue is already up there. And white, of course, is always up there. Now, just because you actually keep your logo up on your machine at all times, you always want to make sure that the colors are still correct, because as you know, colors are constantly being moved around on your machine, especially when you're working on different orders. You're just kind of plucking everything. So like, for example, I have it on 2 as typically the color, but it's actually moved to 3, 4, 5. It's actually moved to 5. And then my whites and my blacks like never move. So I've gone ahead, I adjusted both of those, I hit select, and we're gonna go ahead and select our hoop, and it's gonna go ahead and center the image with everything. So let's go ahead and get our first product hooped up, and let's get started. Here's one thing I am gonna wish for, that I did order the pre-cuts. As you guys know, I did the whole Madeira haul, and the ones that I bought as my pre-cuts are actually too small for my 5x5 hoops. and the ones that I bought that actually fit that one is my black embroidery, or my black backing. And I'm just not going to change up my black backing for like the blacks with, you know, the blues. I'm just gonna just do white backings. I've done it for them before in the past. They've never complained, so I'm just gonna kind of keep everything moving. What I probably will do today, to be honest, is I'm gonna see how many orders I can get done. And then from there, I'm gonna check Amazon to see if maybe I can find a thicker backing with the pre-cut size that I need. I'm gonna look that up in between all of this going on. Another thing I do want to just check too is just my bobbin. Bobbin is actually looking great. Go ahead. And you always want to put your hand underneath just to make sure that fabric did not get caught. And now we are just going to trace it out. Perfecto. Oh, that's perfect. And we're gonna keep the speed pretty high because again, we have a lot of orders to go through. I've ran this logo many times before, so I don't need to run like a sample. I already know that everything runs pretty smoothly with it. So again, my colors are set, my size is set, everything is, bobbin is good. So we are able to just bump up the speed. So again, we can kind of push through it a lot quicker. So as of right now, we've been moving and grooving. And if you guys didn't know, I do have 2 5x5 hoops. If you're interested in picking up a Hoopmaster Mighty Hoop, I do have a link down below. Feel free to check it out, as well as free shipping. But you do have to put in my code at the very end, which is Designpress. So make sure you are applying that, because who doesn't love free shipping? And I believe I'm on, I'll recount it, but I believe this might be like my 15th shirt. And we have about, I was gonna say 40 minutes, but we have technically about 35 minutes left. We hit 6 o'clock and we still got a lot more to go. So at the end of 6, we'll come back, we'll recount our shirts, how many we were able to accomplish, and then how many of the women's shirts we still have left, because again, we did not touch the guy shirts at all. I was not going there, but I still do have a pile of women's shirts to still go through. So you guys can hear that. It sounds like my machine is making a lovely sound. So we need to stop. Let's cut it. If you're going to ask me, I honestly, it sounds like there might be some fabric caught in there. And the last time something like this happened, I had to remove like the full metal piece right here. You can, right here, I have to remove that because fabric will actually get built up in there. Usually there's fabric built up, so what we're gonna have to do is take my little air can, spray in there. I know it's so dark. I don't want to take the shirt off. So let's spray in there and see if that solves it. It is 6:04. I was thinking I was gonna run one more shirt, and then I was like, no. 6:04, we gotta go, because we're gonna be probably more than likely back tomorrow. And I gotta count up how many shirts I actually accomplished, as well as how many shirts I still have left. So let's do that. So there's 7 right here on the table. So 17 as of right now I've completed, which is, I mean, what is that, 4 hours? 17 shirts in 4 hours. No, my pile just dumped over. It's all right. And then I was like, so this is the pile I have left, right? And I was like, oh, I'm doing so good. Guys, I forgot. I still have this, and these are women's shirts. So these are 3 in a bag. So this is 6 alone. And then we have 17 women's shirts still remaining. I've gone through only 2 full complete bobbins. I did replace it, so I'm on to my 3rd one. The only hiccup that I honestly had was, that you guys just watched, that was, I think it got a little congested in my bobbin house, so we just took that piece out, sprayed it. That's really good. I'm actually gonna oil up my machine now so that it can kind of sit overnight, and then tomorrow when I come back, she's gonna be nice and oiled up, because you are supposed to oil it usually every like 4 to 5 hours. So let's just do that. Yeah, I cleaned everything up. I have my table. It's just gonna stay here. It's pushed up against the wall. I'm just running through my list. So let's clean her up, and then let's come back tomorrow. I am so upset at myself right now because I haven't really been filming too much because this order is taking me a long time. I was actually here yesterday. I accomplished 13 shirts. I'm here again. Who is this? My fourth time, I believe. Actually, I don't think it's in here. I think it's right there. My 4th time I've been here working on t-shirts. And my dumb self just allowed my thread to run out. I didn't catch it in time in order to easily pull it through. So now we have to, you know, set the whole thing up. Isn't that so exciting? Thankfully, I do still have this color in stock. This is the color 8986, in case you guys are curious. It's a pretty popular color that I do use and keep on hand. So now we're gonna have to run it on through. Truthfully, what I could just do is just switch it to a different needle head and keep it pushing, but I'm eventually gonna have to do it, so I might as well just do it now. So that's lovely. All right, so as you guys can see, this is where it stopped. And she is going to be re-threaded all the way through. And look, she be out. She's out. So we're gonna pop that one there. Actually, let's just verify. Yep, see, same. Come on, focus. There's the number. And we're gonna replace it with the same number. So if you guys are actually interested on how you are supposed to thread your machine, I'm gonna just go ahead and list up the Ricoma video. It is going to be a lot higher quality than what I can provide you. So just use that video. It's honestly what I've learned off of. But you will need this little machine, this little picket tool right here. This does come in your toolbox, and you basically just kind of thread it onto the end and then push it through here. Okay. So I'm going to be making this my final day of working on this massive order. Since I've been here, this is only my 2nd shirt that I started running, because I'm just trying to get the ball rolling. However, I still have this mound of shirts to still complete, which we need to count those out. So right now we're looking at about 12 shirts remaining. I believe when I've been kind of calculating it, 12 shirts will take me about 3 hours to complete. Now do keep in mind, I have my machine running at 8:30 and only have the 1 single head. So obviously if I had the double head, like I've mentioned before, we'd be pumping out, you know, twice the inventory. So I still have all that. Plus I actually have a bulk of shirts back here. I just posted the one about my heat press and I did end up returning it. I ended up buying another heat press, which is actually in the front foyer right now. So I need to pull that out, start a video on that one so I can get those shirts done, because today we are finalizing everything and we need to wrap this up. Because this project has been going on way too long. So I am excited because I am on my final shirt. final shirt, okay? So here it is right here. And while I'm actually embroidering this, I'm actually going to be working on t-shirts for heat press as well. So we're in the home stretch. But the funny thing is I already had this company reach back out to me for 12 more shirts. And I haven't even ordered them yet. So my goal is, like I mentioned, is to get everything completed, get it dropped off for them on Monday. I got to place the order, and that order should come in fairly quickly. And then by next weekend, I'll finish the shirts off. But let's go ahead, continue this little journey of this large order and taking forever to get it done. All right, folks, and that is all she wrote. I actually had another box the same exact size already dropped off to the client. So I'm gonna go ahead and list up exactly how big the order was with all my polos, my t-shirts, everything. And I keep shaking you because you're on my table. But like I mentioned, we still have another order of 14 shirts that still need to be completed. Haven't even ordered them. But by the time you see this video, hopefully they will have been ordered, they will have been completed and dropped back off to the client, and it won't take me nearly as long as this did. Now, granted, it did take me longer just because I have a lot going on. I had orders to kind of fill in between, you know, just life. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you guys could, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next crafting project. Bye, everyone.